Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the SMU Mustangs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Come on, set. Cut. Timber.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Lasso. Go.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Okay,
and the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. These two conferences largely share the same. Footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down.
Easy.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Gorilla. Rita.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Razor. Flare.
Defense wants to bring the heat.
Lizzie.
Give to the back. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Ringo. Igloo. 691, Gator Spar.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, SMU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Vandy. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Spider.
Looking to throw on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Ready?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stumbled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On the
They'll
double.
snap it from the 48 on third and short.
Black 20. Set. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Okay.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice bet.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
On the set.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
Double right. Here we go.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Ware. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Ready up.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Here we go.
The give to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Ready.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Slide 22. Ready.
Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Doors! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Got it.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Read up. Cricket.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Let's. Come on.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Ready.
Offense gets set for second down.
Razor. Ready. Griffin. Terrier.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly, 6-9-1, Gators far. Hold. Belly stunner.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fisher. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Easy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the quarterback's showing a lot of toughness on that play, being able to focus downfield with all that pressure coming right ahead.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Okay, ready?
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down.
Gaucho. Tuna. Cobra.
He's gonna pass. Pulls it in, it's Fisher. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Cut. Arrow. Easy.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, SMU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Ready?
One more snap coming before halftime.
Set. Hut.
Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Set. Ready.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Get tough, baby. They weak on the left side. We got him. All right, get tough, baby. They weak on the left side. We got him.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
On the double.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack.
Longer.
They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that.
Makes the grab on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The give to the tailback. At the 45, on his way. Bringing the heat. And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He would not be denied.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Slab! Squirrel!
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Jackrabbit! Flex! Unlock!
To the ground with the back. Turns it on at midfield. Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20.
Ready,
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Okay, ready?
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The
Timber.
receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Hornet! Hornet!
Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Got it!
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29.
Ready!
They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's knocked down.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On the double.
Here on 3rd down.
Ink.
Calls his own number. Gets it past the marker. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Okay.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
Hound 55
Looking for a crease. It's Ware. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
on the set.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly.
Out of the gun. They'll run it inside.
Ready up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Igloo. Igloo. Over. Griffin.
Quarterback checking off. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Get set, get set. Flare, flare. Timber!
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
Ready,
They'll
set.
try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Spider!
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 22 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Okay,
The
ready?
SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got it.
Solid pickup of
Ringo,
4 on
Ringo.
first down. It's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2. 2, Spider.
He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
25. Gator score. Go. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Moose.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40.
Under.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
On
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Ready up.
And the Commodores are marching down the field.
Jackrabbit. Check. Ready.
They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Go.
The running back has it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Ready.
Got
work.
3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Lasso. Last down. Ready, go.
A run for the quarterback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On the ready.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is a designed run. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Cut. 29 Philly. 2.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, SMU! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free.
Ready?
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Convoy. Easy.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
At the 45 on his way. All kinds of running room. Touchdown doors. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range.
Spider! Cut it! Cut it! Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
The give to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Set, hut.
Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Zings it complete to the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Flare! Flare!
Looking to go up top on first down. Snares it outside. It's Fisher. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Here we go. Acorn.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this to tie us up in the final minute. They'll send out the kicker here. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Green 25. Ready, go.
He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. They jump on top here in OT. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Got it.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Slab.
They're testing the right side here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Ready.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown.
Moose. Ready.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Flare. Flare.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown.
Go.
They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Commodores! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here.
Set. Ready.
It's complete on the right side. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner! My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime.